you everyone for being here. And Cutie and I have been friends for 5 years now. Today we're going to share with you how we perceive friendship and how can we maintain these relationships for a lifetime.
And first of all, this is us. This is us. And this is also us. So first of all, what is friendship?
And we're not exactly sure what Aristotle looks like, but he may have looked like this. Aristotle once said,
A friend is one soul.
abiding in two bodies.
Friends are incredibly important people in our lives. Some may have been with us for decades, but not all of them can stand the test of time.
Friendship is a state of enduring affection,
Esteem
intimacy.
and trust between two people.
In all cultures, friendship are incredibly important relationship throughout a person's lifetime.
Friendship involves the interaction between two people who are becoming better known to each other.
With an affection and bond in between. And despite a friendship being new or old, there may be times when you assess whether someone is a true friend or simply a companion. Each friendship is unique. While some friendship may be more casual in nature, some may be deep, lifelong connections.
In fact, friendship is not something that just humans do. Animals also bond over time for better chances of survival. In fact, there's even a documented proof of a friendship between a centenarian turtle and a young hippopotamus in Kenya.
During the Paleolithic age, when people were hunter-gatherers, people hunt animals together, and they gather food together. People were a family as a united group of people. And this is not just by chance, interestingly.
Studies have shown a 50% increase in chances of survival if you have a solid social network. And then it was the Neolithic age, where people decided to first domesticate crops and animals and first decided to settle down. During this period, where communities first formed, friendships or precursors of friendships first appeared.
This crucial relationship's emergence is related to familiarity. That is, from the simple behavioral characteristics and preferences at an early stage of childhood to the similarities in terms of ideologies, values, and beliefs as people enter adolescence and adulthood.
The power of friendship is endless. It heals wounds and removes obstacles.
And when people are low in social connection,
Because of isolation, loneliness, and low-quality relationships,
they face an increased risk of premature death, said Julian Hollandson, PhD, professor of neuroscience and psychology at Brigham Young University, who studies how relationships affect the body and the mind.
however, there is an increasing of noise that friendship is in decline. According to the Survey Center of American Lives, about half of Americans stated that they have lost contact with several friends over the past year. Our claim is that the thesis of friendship in decline is due to
Increasing geographical mobility, delay romantic relationship, and technology.
But still, friendship can be revived by people being more judicious about the how and why their relationships happen.
So now, why is friendship starting to dissolve into the modern lifestyle? The main reason of the thought behind the decline of friendship is the atomization of society.
There is an increasing emphasis on personal choices, and individual identities are becoming a more prominent feature of our societies worldwide.
People are starting to choose their own destinies. They move from home to university and onto a new city to choose their career.
These geographic jumps are more common in the modern day, as first, travel is easier, and second, young people are more promoted and encouraged to chase their dreams. And we should also recognize that as people make these choices also decide and change who they are as individuals.
This change of perspective physically can also lead to a change of perspective psychologically. Indeed, the introspective opportunities presented by new challenges give us opportunities to develop ourselves and strengthen friendships.
As we will discuss later. And in addition to that, people also settle down romantically later. And this gives them more time and energy in order for them to pursue their own projects and pursue their own careers. meaning that they will be settled down later geographically by that fixed person.
Which means that the connections you had, the friends you made,
they aren't as close anymore.
And also, even though romance is a big factor that contributed to the kind of friendship, technology has done so too. For example, in our chat rooms right now, people are connecting more time online. And people are spending more time online to find friends and also for entertainment.
However, as Dr. Marisa Franco has stated, that while online friends may give you the sensation of satisfaction and connection, it doesn't really stimulate you to push yourselves or to challenge yourselves to grow into a new individual as real friendships would. Aristotle, as we have stated, had conceived of three main types of friendships: utility-based, pleasure-based, and character-based. Perhaps online friendship would be another type for him, but still, it will certainly be a lesser category. So as we know that we should invest into our friendship and therefore it will lead to a healthier society, how should we do that? How should we retain these vital relationships? And indeed, how should we retain the best of relationships?
Yes, we're going to tell you how to maintain these friendships.
Jennifer Senior had noted in The Atlantic that it is the choosing of the friendships that makes them both fragile and special. You have to continually to opt in, and the fact that you chose it, give it its values.
And yes, we're going to tell you that distance doesn't have to matter.
William Chopik, a social personality psychologist who heads up the close relationship study at Michigan State University, has stated that while you may see a friend who lives nearby more often, you may actually run out of stuff to do and talk with them.
But when you see a friend rarely and you invested time and energy to hang out, you're more likely to have an intense connection during that time.
And yes, we are telling you what you should do is just to go out and find more friends. And yes, that process can be scary.
Dr. Marisa Franco, friendship expert and psychologist, said that making friends as adults are way more complicated than we were just kids.
Children in schools have what sociologists consider as the essential ingredient for friendship to happen organically, which are, first, the repeated unplanned interactions, and second, the shared vulnerabilities.
But as adults, we really don't have environments with those elements. Because we're not at work, we may be more guarded and less vulnerable, even when we see each other every day.
But still, such a glib comment on the friendship crisis would not be a very profound TEDx talk, would it?
Our thesis was, friendship in decline is due to increasing geographical mobility, delayed romantic relationship, and technology.
But still, it can be revived by people being more judicious about the why and how their relationships happen.
We mentioned Aristotle's study of friendship before.
There were three main types of friendships: pleasure, utility, and character-based. So first of all, pleasure-based friendship is that you like to have fun with that person, so you make friends with them. And second, utility-based friendship is that you can get something out of that friendship. And third, character-based friendship is that you make friends with that person because you like that person. As people move around, their experience changes, meaning that their interests will also change. And therefore, how they define pleasure and utility also changes, making the pleasure and utility-based friendships actually more susceptible to an end. By contrast, however, people's character as they move around does not really change that much.
We're telling you that Aristotle's pursuit of character-based friendship is how we truly generate and maintain those lifelong connections, the links that never die. Not this link, hopefully. Not this link. Yes, this link. The real situation today is that people are not the entirety of friendship into decline, but the quality of friendship is. Online internet chat rooms allow us to talk to people subcategorized into groups who have similar opinions with us. Utility and pleasure-based friendship is a shallow reflection of friendship. It is good, but it won't last.
Therefore, the first solution is to avoid being actively seeking out into those relationships. However, be still open if it comes to you. On the other hand, look for the ones which will truly benefit you. as for the ones who really challenge you and push you to grow as an individual.
We're telling you then the second solution is to recognize why you are with people and why others are with you. Call your friend you haven't met for a while and text your old classmate from school. Recognize how you has grown as a person and how you can stimulate that growth.
Therefore, our speech ultimately comes down to this: focusing on your own personal values, your own character, and your own developments makes you a natural magnet to those whose course lies in affinity with yours.
And that is how you truly maintain those
Lifelong
lifelong connections. Thank you.